Welcome back. Here's a live look at Cheyenne Wells. You can see that beautiful sunrise. We're seeing some pretty colors out there this morning. Now let's get a check in the weather with Storm Tracker 13's Marty.
And good morning, Alexis, and good morning, everyone. Can't quite see the sun yet as viewed from ORDWAY, as we do have some clouds out there blocking it. That was like a cool look as it was just cresting the horizon there a little farther to the east. Fast forward to tomorrow evening. It'll still be warm. Wind will probably be picking up, but it won't be too much longer after 9 o'clock that cold air comes slamming south, and behind it some rain and snow. And as we head into Tuesday afternoon, all the blue that you see on the map here is snow, and certainly on the higher terrain surrounding Colorado Springs and Pueblo. But this system looks cold enough to bring snow into the Springs and possibly even switch this rain over to a little bit of wet snow in Pueblo. I don't think you'd have to worry about it accumulating. But I guess the good news on this, if you don't like the snow, is that at least we're getting some precipitation as hot and dry as it's been. And this is just a first look. A lot of people are asking, and I have to qualify this with you. This is still a couple days out, and we'll see. But the computer model itself is trying to put a couple of inches of snow down here in Colorado Springs, and maybe even some slightly more significant stuff up across the higher terrain. I think it's probably overdoing it in Colorado Springs proper, just because we'll get the old donut hole here with the northerly flow, and the ground is quite warm. But we will have to watch for the cooler surfaces to pick up some snow. Maybe some of the trees, especially on the higher terrain, having some trouble with that. So after being near 90 tomorrow in Colorado Springs, we'll be in the 30s on Tuesday. So yeah, it's a 50 to 60 degree temperature drop. This is real impressive, and this is an impressive place for this kind of stuff, but this one really sticks out. Wednesday will start to recover a little bit, but may have enough residual instability for some isolated rain showers, cold rain showers in the afternoon. And then we'll have kind of a nice fallish wrap up to the work week with highs in the 60s and 70s, pretty crisp nights in the 30s and 40s. And speaking of crisp nights, we're expecting a hard freeze here Tuesday night, and for some of you probably as early as Tuesday morning. In Teller County, we'll go from the 80s on Monday into the 20s. I don't even know what to say to that. On Tuesday, I think it's reasonable right now the way things look to think about maybe 3 to 6 inches of snow on the cooler surfaces, possibly some slick roadways, a lot of wind too. 40s on Wednesday, then we're back into the 60s by Friday and Saturday, so it won't stay cold for too long. Pueblo triple-digit heat, yeah, and then 40s with some rain, maybe even some wet snow briefly on Tuesday. We're back in the 60s on Thursday with 70s and 80s returning by Friday and Saturday. Canyon City, you'll hit the mid-90s on Monday and then 40s on Tuesday. Again, I wouldn't worry too much about accumulating snow in Canyon City, but you might see a few flakes. And then we're back up into the 70s by Friday and Saturday. So this is about the most extreme roller coaster you're going to go on, so enjoy it.
I wanted cold weather, but not that cold.
Yeah, well, what happened to everything in between the ridiculously hot and the winter? I don't know, just kind of disappeared.
Thanks, Marty.
You're welcome.
Now here's